Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your patience. Would the candidates join me on the stage, please? I, Steve Rumbelow, being the acting returning officer at the election of a Member of Parliament for Rochdale on 29 February 2024, do hereby give notice that the number of votes recorded for each candidate is as follows. Azhar Ali, Labour Party candidate, 2,402. Mark Coleman, 455. Simon Christopher Danchuk, Reform UK candidate, 1,968. Ian Donaldson, Liberal Democrat candidate, 2,164. Paul Simon Ellison, the Conservative Party candidate, 3,731. George Galloway, Workers' Party of Britain candidate, 12,300. 12,335. Michael Howarth, Independent candidate, 246. William Leckie Howarth, Independent candidate, 523. Guy Nicholas Otten, Green Party candidate, 436. Ravin Roden Subordna, Official Montserrat Looney Party candidate, 209. David Anthony Tully, Independent candidate, 6,600. That was 6,638. I do hereby declare that George Galloway is duly elected. The turnout was 39.7%. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Galloway.
George Galloway will now come to the stage.
Keir Starmer, this is for Gaza. You have paid and you will pay a high price for the role that you have played in enabling, encouraging and covering for the catastrophe presently going on in occupied Palestine in the Gaza Strip. Rochdale Town Councillors, I put you on notice now that I hope to put together a grand alliance of all the parties to remove I want to put the town councillors on notice that we intend to clean the town hall clock. I make, of course, no disrespect to the returning officer and his fine staff who ran this campaign today and this count this evening, virtually flawlessly, nor any public servant in the town hall. But the councillors have to go, and I intend to try to put together a grand alliance that will change Rochdale for the better just 12 weeks from now at the local elections. I thank God for this great victory. I thank my wife, my 6 children, my 5 grandchildren, who've all been working in this campaign. I thank my agent, my campaign manager, my dear friend and wise counsel, Imtiaz. I thank all of my campaign team for the phenomenal work that they did. I thank the people of Rochdale who voted for me in such numbers, but promised to work faithfully for all Rochdalians and to work for the day where you can again be born in Rochdale. Again, be born in Rochdale. I want to tell Mr. Starmer above all that the plates have shifted tonight. And as Jacob Rees-Mogg just said on television, in talking of me as a parliamentary orator of note, that Keir Starmer's problems just got 100 times more serious than they were before today. This is going to spark a movement, a landslide, a shifting of the tectonic plates in scores of parliamentary constituencies, beginning here in the Northwest, in the West Midlands, in London, from Ilford to Bethnal Green and Bow. Labour is on notice that they have lost the confidence of millions of their voters who loyally and traditionally voted for them generation after generation. I've heard some of the narrative being spun around this election result this evening. Yes, it's true that every Muslim is bitterly angry at Keir Starmer and his misnamed Labour Party. But you would be very foolish if you did not realise that millions of other citizens of our country are too. Keir Starmer and Rishi Sunak are 2 cheeks of the same backside, and they both got well and truly spanked tonight here in Rochdale. Finally, I congratulate David Tully on his remarkable achievement. His remarkable achievement in coming second in this by-election, and trust that even the most biased journalist in the room will realise that this is the first time ever in British political history that the 2 big parties of the state were thoroughly and soundly beaten. Yes! And I think that that will not have been missed in Downing Street and wherever Keir Starmer currently hangs out. I look forward to working with Mr. Tully, and I hope he'll join the Grand Alliance to wipe Rochdale's town hall clean, because this town has been badly let down. Once one of the most prosperous towns in England, now one of the poorest, whose heart has been piece by piece removed. The maternity, the A&E. I understand you can't even be locked up in Rochdale. There's not even a jail cell to toss a miscreant in. Mr. Danchuk might be glad to hear it. But the biggest new threat that we face is the possibility of the extinction of the proud Rochdale Football Club. And I pledge that I will work tirelessly, I hope with the Town Council, as changed, in 12 weeks' time, to save the Dale. God bless you. God bless Rochdale. God bless Gaza.
So that is George Galloway, who has won the Rochdale by-election with 12,335 votes, a majority of just over 5,500. As we heard there in his victory speech, he took aim at the Labour leader, Sir Keir Starmer. He said this is for Gaza and will pay a high price for the catastrophe in Gaza. He said that Mr Starmer, above all, the plates have shifted tonight. He said this is going to spark a movement, a landslide, again saying moving the tectonic plates. Mr Galloway went on to say Labour is on notice. They have lost the confidence of millions of their voters. Then he said Keir Starmer and Rishi Sunak, and I quote him, are two cheeks of the same backside, and they got well and truly spanked in Rochdale. He thanked his campaign team and he also thanked the people of Rochdale who voted for him, but he also promised to work for everyone in Rochdale. He also went on to congratulate the independent candidate, David Tully, who came second with 6,638 votes. He said the result will not have been missed in Downing Street or with Sir Keir Starmer. Well, we can now take a look at that result in full. Let us take a look at the graphic and you will be able to see there George Galloway, the Workers' Party of Britain, with 12,335 votes. Then, as I said, a remarkable second place for David Tully with 6,638 votes. Then in third place, you have Paul Ellison, who is the Conservative candidate, with 3,731. Then you can see Azhar Ali. Officially, he was on the ballot because it couldn't be changed as the Labour candidate, although the party did disown him with 2,402 votes. Ian Donaldson from the Liberal Democrats there with 2,164, and the Reform Party candidate, Simon Danczuk, with 1,968. So we can now see what that means for the share of the vote. And as you can see, the George Galloway Workers' Party of Britain getting 40% of the share of the vote, and the independent candidate David Tully getting 21% with